Okay, we're going to look at a number of different lookup and reference formulas. I just want to show you kind of how a formula works. First of all, I'm going to clear that out of there because I don't want that there. We're going to start with our choose command and the left parenthesis. Now, right below it, it says, index number. Well, the index number is that cell A22, followed, and there's a comma there. And I'm going to type in some values here. 100, 300, 500, 600, 700. And I'm going to close the parenthesis now. And in fact, it shows 500. Now, the question is, why did it choose 500? Well, A22 is 4. So there's our A22. 1, 2, 3, 4. The fourth one over is 500. So based on that, what would be your prediction for B23 here? 2, if 1, 2, most likely 300 because it's the second one. Let's copy this down and see what happens. And in fact, it is 300, which is the second one. Now, if I change one of these to 5, I'm going to get a 600 because that's the fifth one. Now, what's it going to take me to get a 700? Obviously, a 6. And if I do that, then I do get a 700. Now, we're going to pop up. This is the one that I was really interested in. This is a business spreadsheet where we figure out the percentage of commission on the salespeople that we have listed there. In a lookup table down here, we have identified that anything below 10%, anything below 10,000, you get 10%. Anything above 10,000, 20. Anything above 20,000, you get 25. Anything above 30, you get 30%. Anything above 40, you get 35%. So this is called a lookup table, and it's a vertical lookup table because the data is going vertical. You can have a horizontal table as well, but that's not what we're doing here. So in this cell right here, we want to know what percentage is Joan going to get on her sales here. So we do our usual machinations here, and you'll see that the first thing it's looking for is the lookup value. Well, the lookup value is this cell right here. So C2 is the lookup value. The next thing we're looking for is the table or the array. So I'm going to put a comma in there because it has to be separated by a comma. The array is right here. Okay, so C14 to D18, comma, and then it wants the index number. Well, this is the first column and this is the second column. It's the column index number is what it's looking for. So we're going to put a 2 in there because it's not the first column, it's in the second column. So a 2 goes right there, and then we close the parenthesis, and in fact, she gets 25% because her earnings were 28,000. That was not over 30, so she gets 25%. Now we can highlight this and format it as percent. All right, so now the problem is that we can't just copy this down. Let's see what happens. Nope, see, you can't just copy it down because we have to get in here and we have to put those dollar signs that we talked about, absolute reference, because that table down there doesn't move. So now we take this and we drag it down, and Viola, there are the different percentages that people are going to be able to earn. We didn't have anybody that got 35. We're going to do that in a second here. But let's figure out the earnings. So we take the first cell and we multiply it by the percent. And there are the earnings that these people are going to receive. Now, let's take somebody here. Let's take James, and let's actually give him 41,000. And I want you to watch what happens right here to the percentage. Once I hit that, boom, he gets 35% because he went over that $40,000 range down there. So this is how a vertical lookup, it is the vertical lookup based on that cell, the base cell, and that table, and then which column in the table where the information that you're looking for.